Hello. Good morning, everyone. This is the last unit, basics of grammar. Here, we discuss major word class, minor word class, tense, aspect, voice mode, sentence, and transformation, reported speech. These are the content we discuss in this unit. And from this unit, two types of question can be asked. One is like this. एउटा चाहिँ यस्तो क्वेसन सोध्न सक्छ यो स्टाइलले हैन what are the basics of English grammar? Why should an English teacher know the basics of English grammar? You mention, discuss with examples. Why an English teacher should know different parts of free speech, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, article, determiners, tense aspect, voice mode, sentence transformation, reported speech, this and that. Why should an English teacher know? किन जान्नु पर्छ? यो यस्तो किसिमको क्वेसन अनि गएर अर्को क्वेसन तपाईको यस्तो क्वेसन सोध्न सक्छ जस्तै this kind of question can ask do is indicated in the bracket भन्ने हैन then one question number one नै भन्नु पर्यो नि एउटा अप्सन this would be this kind of question. यस्तो क्वेसन सोधिन सक्छ then do is indicated in the bracket भनेर 10 वटा दिने यहाँ अहिले 8 वटा छ हैन हैन 2 plus 1.1 multiply 8 is 10. So this kind of यस्तो क्वेसन पनि सोध्न सक्छ यो यहाँबाट सोध्यो भने त्यो दुईटा एंगलबाट एउटा this what are the basics of English grammar? Why should an English teacher? This is opinion seeking type of question एउटा हैन तपाईको opinion, content seeking, opinion seeking. Next one is what problem solving. यो rule problem दिएको हुन्छ then on the basis of the rules we try to what solve. Solve गर्न खोजिन्छ हैन. Now yes. यो चाहिँ कति 75 सालमा सोधेको क्वेसन हो यो So this is one possibility. यसरी हेर्नु पर्छ यो युनिटबाट दुई तरिकाबाट हेरौँ. One is just content knowledge seeking and another opinion seeking. रुल्सहरु हैन हेर्ने ग्रामरको त्यो पर्सपेक्टिभबाट जानु पर्ला. दिस इज यो चाहिँ कति 2075 मा सोधेको क्वेशन हो. लाइक यु नो म यताबाट देखाउँछु तपाईलाई अर्को this is त्यही आयो हैन सरी this is this question was asked in 2075. Do is indicated in the bracket Okay, and I don't like people laughing at me. Change into passive. They build the resort by 2030. Put the verb in bracket in correct form. Build चाहिँ करेक्ट फर्ममा राख्नु पर्यो जस्तो बाई 2030 आएपछि कुन टेन्स हुन्छ त्यो हामीले बुझ्नु पर्यो होइन so accordingly we write the correct form of the verb. So in this way we do, and this is just sample को लागि मैले यहाँ एउटा राखिदिएको छु फेरि होइन. So when Anna take a shower, he wash his hair with shampoo होइन. So यहाँ चाहिँ सबैको मिक्स छ, टेन्सहरूको मिक्स छ होइन. should answer is here भनेर यो तरिकाले सोध्न सक्छ एउटा होइन. सो प्रिपेयर लाइक दिस, यही तरिकाले तयारी गरौँ. रुल चाहिँ कति भन्ने होइन. अब यतातिर जाउँ. यस, and yeah, what do you mean by parts of his speech? What are the different criteria to distinguish? What do you mean by parts of his speech? What are the different criteria to distinguish different parts of his speech? Differentiate between major word class and minor word class. So with example, content knowledge seeking, opinion seeking type of question or problem solving type. What are the functions of noun in a sentence? Illustrated with the example, determiners and adjectives are different parts of speech, and they are also nominal modifiers. What similarities and differences do you see between these two parts of the speech? Then traditional definition of noun. Noun को definition भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ name of place, person, thing, animal भन्छ होइन. So noun is name of place, person, thing, animal. So this definition does not include democracy, education, information, beauty within the scope of noun. What criteria do you use to include these excluded nouns within the scope of noun? Justify. Your noun noun ko अथवा यो noun चाहिँ democracy, education, information, beauty. These nouns are not under the definition of this traditional definition. Name of place, person, thing, and animal. यो name place पनि होइन, person पनि होइन, thing पनि होइन, animal पनि होइन. त्यो यिनीहरूको आइडिया हो होइन. So to include these words in the definition of noun, how can we justify they are the nouns? Noun हो भनेर justify कसरी गर्ने यिनीहरूलाई? So यस्तो प्रकारको क्वेशनहरु आउन सक्ला हैन. What are the different types of inflections can be found in the English verb? English verb का inflectionहरु के हुन् हैन? Illustrated with examples. What are the different forms of be verb हैन? What are the qualities of verbs? Discuss different functions expressed by modals हैन. Like this यस्तो क्वेशनहरु आउन सक्ला हैन. यो तरिकाबाट तयारी गरौँ यो युनिटलाई चाहिँ from two perspectives. One, opinion seeking, content knowledge seeking, and the next one is what? Problem solving rules. So here what we have to understand is every language has words. Every language has words. Words are building blocks of language. Each word in a language has grammatical status or value. For example, हामीसँग eat, play, dance भन्यो, book भन्यो, pen भन्यो, त्यसपछि जस्तै tiger भन्यो. What are these? These are the words. This kind of words every language has. र यो वर्डको चाहिँ grammatical status हुन्छ. Just the eat one with this is what verb. Play is what this is verb. Then dance is what this is verb. Then book is what this is noun. Noun. You can noun. Then pen is what this is also noun. Noun. And tiger is what this is also noun. Noun. So every language has words. Every language has words. प्रत्येक language शब्दहरु हुन्छ. Words, they are the building blocks, and they are the very essentials blocks of language. and each word has a particular grammatical status or value. I like noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition. So different grammatical status huncha. Words are the parts of speech or language, and there are 8 different parts of speech. They are कुरा गर्नु पर्ला. So noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, determiners. These are given in our course. यो चाहिँ हाम्रो कोर्समा दिएको छ हैन. र कहिले कहिले के भनेर सोधिदिन सक्छ भने क्वेसन, आई थिंक दिस वाज इन 2073 मा सोधेको हुन सक्छ. व्हाट आर द एक्सन वर्ड्स एन्ड क्वालिटी वर्ड्स भनेर सोधेको छ हैन. व्हाट आर एक्सन वर्ड्स एन्ड क्वालिटी वर्ड्स भने व्हाट आर द क्वालिटी words, quality word and action word. Differentiate 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 with यो 5 नम्बर क्वेशन त्यति बेला त हैन. यहाँ क्वेशन मार्क हैन. So this kind of question अलिअलि कन्फ्युज बनाउन खोज्छ हैन. Now you check. We have quality words and action words. What we have to understand is quality word, QUAL. Quality word means what? This is what? This is adjective, adjective or quality word bhanna अथवा यहाँ describing word पनि भन्ला हैन. DESCRI describing word भन्ला हैन. Then next one is action word भन्ने बित्तिकै हामी कहाँ जान्छौँ? Action word is what? Verb. We talk about verb. So verb र adjective बारे लेखा. What are the differentiate हैन. यस्तो नभनिकन what are the quality words and action words भन्दियो हैन. So this kind of question may ask. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ मैले थोरै केही इनिशियल यसरी बुझौँ भनेर राखेको छु. Noun is what? Naming word हैन. Naming, what are the naming words भन्ला अथवा के भन्यो भने noun हो भनेर बुझ्नु पर्यो हैन. And then action word means what? Verb we talk. Adjective means what? Quality word or describing word. Adverb, modifying word. It modifies verb. It modifies to adjective also. It modifies to other words. So adverb is modifying word. Preposition what? Relation word. It shows the relation. Sambandha देखाउँछ. Conjunction, connecting word. Interjection, we use to express surprise. Then determiner, what this is, what determining status. So this simple. Simply we understand this. So again I want to repeat this. So every language has word. Words are building blocks of language. Each word in language has grammatical status. Words are what? Parts of speech or parts of language. There are what? 8 different parts of speech. For example, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, determiners. We understand this. Now, what are the basics of grammar? Then we have to talk about different parts of speech. So the basics of grammar is concerned with different parts of speech. Different parts of speech and their use. And basics of English grammar what are we have to talk about different parts of speech and their use. And different parts of speech can be categorized as major word class and minor word class. They can be categorized, they can be grouped, or they can be kept under major word class and minor word class. Each language has words. Words. They are BUIL building blocks. Blocks of language. 1 point. Then the basics of English grammar. Basics of grammar is concerned with different parts of speech and their use. Different parts of speech can categorize into major word class and minor word class. Major word class are what? They are NAVA, Nava भन्छु मैले सम्झनको लागि NAVA, NAVA, N means what? Noun. V means verb. A means adjective. Another A means what? This is what? Adverb. This is what? Nava. Yeah, A, V, A, Nava. And noun, adjective, verb, adverb. Noun, adjective, verb, adverb. This is what short form to understand. These are the what? Major word class, major words. Noun, verb, noun, adjective, verb, adverb. Then minor word class, there are what? Some more minor word class, like for this P A C I D. Passive. P means preposition, A means article, C means conjunction, I means interjection, D means determiner. So naba passive भन्यो भने आठवटा चाहिँ we remember the different parts of speech. Naba noun, adjective or adverb, verb and what? Adverb or adjective. So in this way. And yes, यहाँ कोर्समा हाम्रो दिएको छ हैन. Noun is what? Major word class. Like noun is simply this is what place, person, thing, and animal we define. This is done in terms of what? Semantic of criteria. So यहाँ तीनटा criteria टेस्टहरु छ हैन. To be called any word is a different part of speech. Speech we have what? We have three tests. तीनटा टेस्ट छ के? Three tests. तीनटा टेस्टबाट हामीले यो चाहिँ ल यो noun एउटा parts of speech हो भनेर चाहिँ हेर्न सकिन्छ हैन. Like for example, अब noun को कुरा गर्दाखेरि if we are talking about noun, ल टेस्ट हेरौँ त तीनटा टेस्ट. Noun पहिलो टेस्ट के हो भने semantic test. SEMANTIC semantic test अथवा criteria भने पनि भयो. CRITERIAN criterion. Then semantic criterion. Then another is what? Functional criterion. FUNCTION functional, CRITERION functional criterion. अर्को भनेको we have syntactic, semantic, functional, and syntactic. SYNTA syntactic, CRITERION. Now share यो तीनटा टेस्टले चाहिँ in terms of three different criteria, we can claim that noun is one part of speech, verb is one part of speech, adjective one part of speech, adverb one part of speech. कसरी भन्दाखेरि तीनटा क्राइटेरिया चाहिँ चाहिन्छ. जस्तै noun को रूपमा noun लाई हेर्यो भने noun is name of place, person, thing, and animal भन्यो भने this is what? यो कुन क्राइटेरियाबाट आउँछ? So this is done in terms of what? Semantic, अर्थको हिसाबले semantic criterion हो यो. Okay, this is what semantic criterion ले चाहिँ के भन्यो भने noun is name of place, person, thing, and animal. यो एउटा क्राइटेरिया चाहिँ तपाईको भनौं न राम भन्ने वर्ड for example ram is what? Ram is noun भन्यो because it is what? Name of person. Name of person. This is fine. यो name of person भनेको given यो definition ले भने हो नि त. अनि semantic criteria ले भने हो नि त. Name of place, person, thing, and animal is what? Noun भने हो नि त. So this ram is what? Noun. Ram is noun. So this is what? Based on the semantic criteria. अब अर्को एउटा हेरौं. जस्तै noun can occur at different positions. फरक ठाउँमा हुन सक्छ नाउनहरु. सब्जेक्टको पोजिसनमा हुन सक्छ, अब्जेक्टको पोजिसनमा हुन सक्छ. अब्जेक्टमा पनि डिफरेंट फंक्सन तिनीहरु हुन सक्छ. जस्तै subject of the verb, then subject position आउँछ noun हैन. एउटा के हुन्छ नाउन सब्जेक्ट पोजिसनमा आउँछ राम इट्स राइस राम के हो नाउनको पोजिसन भयो देन सो नाउन क्यान अल्सो कम इन डिरेक्ट अब्जेक्ट पोजिसन यो डिरेक्ट अब्जेक्ट पोजिसनमा आउन सक्छ इनडिरेक्ट अब्जेक्टको पोजिसनमा आउन सक्छ देन बेनिफेक्टिभ अब्जेक्ट हुन सक्छ सो दिस इज कल्ड फङ्सनल क्राइटेरियन यो फङ्सन यसको यसको फङ्सनको क्राइटेरियाबाट हामीले भन्न सक्यौँ फर इक्जाम्पल उदाहरणको लागि हैन ही बट यु जीएसटी बट अ पेन हैन ही बट अ पेन टु मी भनेर हेर्नु सबै यो सेन्टेन्समा चाहिँ के भयो इन दिस सेन्टेन्स फर एक्जाम्पल हेर्नुहोस् he bought a pen in this sentence your sentence ma katiwata cha object in this sentence how many objects are here katiwata cha object can you write in the chat box two yeah there are two yes what are they no pen and me yes object position ma katiwata दुईटा छ हैन सब्जेक्ट चाहिँ ही पनि सब्जेक्ट हो हैन yes he also pen also हैन me also so object position मा दुईटा छ हैन हेर्नुस् त okay so here noun can occur in different positions such as subject of the verb object direct object then indirect object benefit object भयो हैन this is called functional criterion यो criterion बाट चाहिँ noun त्यहाँ आउँछ भन्ने कुरा हो हैन for example he bought a pen he is in subject position it is clear हैन then a pen is what in object position then me is what in other object position so two objects we have in the sentence two objects we have and two objects we have and there what a pen and what a pen and me to me so to me is what and me is what then a pen is what kun object ho yinero a pen is what kun a pen is okay a pen is what this is in a pen is direct object and to me both objects duity object ho tara pen is what which object and then to me is which benefactive indirect object pen is direct and indirect which one is direct which one is indirect object pen is direct okay like thank you so in this sentence a pen is what direct object huncha हैन to me is what this is what benefactive object को रूपमा आउँछ pen कसलाई किन्दिएको मलाई किन्दिएको हैन then this is what benefactive object हैन so in this way this is also object and this is also object and noun both are in the noun position हैन both are subject and this is what functional criterion ho यसलाई चाहिँ functional criteria भन्छ हैन then this is what a pen is what direct object this is in and this is noun in a direct object then he is what this is pronoun in subject position हैन यो subject position मा छ यहाँ he भनेको pronoun भयो हैन अथवा यहाँ लेखिदिउँ न राम bought a pen to Sita भनौँ न यहाँ ल to Sita okay this way Ram bought a pen to Sita. Ram is what in subject position. This is noun. A pen is what in object position. This is deeded object. To Sita is what this is in object position, but this is what benefitive object. So in this way different location location we see यो चाहिँ के भने functional perspective बाट चाहिँ भने हो. Noun is name of place, person, thing, animal. This is in terms of what semantic criterion. यो अर्थको हिसाबले भनेको यो मिनिङको हिसाबले. Then noun can occur in different positions. Like subject position, verb, object position, in object also, deeded object, indeeded object, benefiting object. So this is what functional perspective. यो functional perspective भन्छ. अर्को एउटा चाहिँ हाम्रो similarly syntactic criterion. यो syntactic criterion बाट पनि हेर्नुपर्छ हामीले. So syntactic criterion means similarly nouns can be formed by inflectional and derivation subjects, okay, suffixes. This can be what called syntactic criterion. यो syntactic criterion को चाहिँ एउटा उदाहरण दिन सक्नुहुन्छ. For example, noun is what this is one parts of speech, and then to determine noun is parts of speech we have some criteria like semantic criteria, then functional criteria, syntactic criteria. तीनटा criteria भयो हैन. Syntactic मा चाहिँ दिन सक्नुहुन्छ noun, how noun is formed. Okay, why education and democracy are nouns in English, we discuss it. हामीले छलफल गर्छौं. The syntactic criteria. Noun कसरी बन्छ according to syntactic criteria. So you have to talk about the suffix also. Suffix like BOK book BOK book, then we can add what yes suffix, then it becomes what this is books. This is what books. Then this suffix यो लाग्छ के yes अथवा yes लाग्छ हैन. त्यो लागिसकेपछि प्लुरल हुन्छ भने this kind of syntactic criterion. यो चाहिँ syntactic criterion हो हैन. Then this is one, for example books हैन. Then TEACHER teacher भयो हैन. Then how this is noun हैन. Teacher is noun. Then how it is from teach plus ER is what suffix. We understand हैन. This is suffix. And this is what syntactic perspective. Syntactic भनेको formation part बाट हेर्दाखेरि noun मा चाहिँ yes अथवा es लागेपछि pluralization हुन्छ हैन. er suffix लागेपछि verb मा er राखेपछि noun बन्दो रहेछ हैन. This we understand. This is what syntactic criteria. यो criterion बाट हेर्दाखेरि so noun will be formed like this. And functional semantic criterion, this is the definition meaning. Functional criterion, this is the use part बाट हैन. This is what DFINIT definition point of view, and this is what use point of view, use प्रयोगको आधारमा, and this is what formation point of view. Formation point of view we see. Hey, in this way there are three tests. There are three criterion to talk about. Noun is what? Noun is one parts of speech. Why? There are three tests. Similarly, about adjective heर्नुस्. How adjective is what major parts of speech. किन हो त भन्दाखेरि यहाँ पनि तीनटै टेस्ट हेरौँ. तीनटा टेस्ट हेर्दाखेरि फर्स्ट definition मा जानुस्. definition मा जाँदाखेरि so how do we define adjective? Adjective is what describing what quality word भन्छ. For example, a tall boy हैन. A tall boy भनौँ न एकछिन हैन. A tall boy. In this example, a tall boy हैन. Tall is used to describe boy. So the tall is what adjective. This is done in terms of what semantic perspective or semantic criterion. यो चाहिँ semantic perspective बाट हेर्दाखेरि so CRITERION criterion. Okay, now this is according to a semantic criterion. अब हामी use मा जाउँ. use हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ adjective कहाँ आउँछ? Adjective चाहिँ attributive position र distributive position भन्छ. एउटा चाहिँ अगाडि आइदिन्छ हैन. For example adjective मा चाहिँ position हेर्दाखेरि for exam, for example he is a good boy. एउटा के भयो? noun को अगाडि आउँछ हैन. One is what? noun को अगाडि आउँछ adjective. Next one is what? He is happy. He is happy. You happy पण the adjective हो. तर happy अहिले कहाँ आयो? So this is after auxiliary verb and it talks about that subject. यो position हो adjective को. यो एउटालाई attributive position भन्छ, एउटालाई distributive position भन्छ हैन. So just a minute. This is what where is this? Where is yeah? This is what अगाडि आउनेलाई. This is adjective has occurred before noun. Noun को अगाडि आछ भने यसलाई हामी यसको position चाहिँ हाम्रो attributive position भन्छ हैन. यो चाहिँ attributive position मा छ. Attributive, ATTRIBU, attributive position, and this is what predicative position. This is what predicative position, PREDICATIV, predicative position. So predicative means it predicts, it says something about the subject, and attributive means this talks about the noun which it has preceded. So this is what position. यो position को आधारमा हेर्दाखेरि हामीले के भन्न सकिन्छ नि, according to what this use or function, adjectives can occur before noun and after modal auxiliary verb or be verb to describe the subject. यो चाहिँ position हो adjective को चाहिँ हैन. He is a good boy. Good is before boy, and this is what attributive position. Attributive position, POSITION position. Then next one is attributive position. He is happy. This is predicative position. After what be couple of months be verb, POSITION position. So this is about what use or what function. Function part बाट use part बाट हेर्दाखेरि definition को part बाट हेर्दाखेरि त अथवा semantic perspective or criterion. This is what word to describe noun. This is what quality word to describe the quality of property of noun. For example, simply we understand. यो त बुझेकै कुरा हो हैन. Simple. Then use अथवा functional perspective बाट हेर्दाखेरि it occurs in different position. फरक position मा हुन्छ. Attributive position, distributive position हैन. Just before noun and after what auxiliary verb, in this way. And this is what functional or use. The next one is what this is syntactic. Syntactic भनेको formation. Adjective कसरी बन्छ त भन्दाखेरि adjectives are formed by different suffixes like er थप्ने बित्तिकै comparative हुन्छ. Comparative adjectives tall, taller हैन. Then est थप्ने बित्तिकै this is what superlative adjective हैन हुन्छ. This criterion is called what syntactic criterion. यसरी पनि हामी adjective हो भनेर चिन्न सक्छौं. So there are three ways to recognize one particular word is verb, noun or adjective हैन. त्यो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ. So in this way we can do. अब adverb लाई हेर्यो भने जस्तै adverb is what adverb is also major parts of speech. भनेर यो तीनटै क्राइटेरियाबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ हैन डेफिनेसनबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ युजबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ देन इज वर्ड्स फर्मेसन पार्टबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ हैन क्यान यु राइट इन द च्याट बक्स अब युजको पार्टबाट हेरौँ त ल त अथवा डेफिनेसनको पार्टबाट डिइएफआई एनआई टिआइओएन डेफिनेसनको पार्टबाट एडभर्बलाई कसरी डिफाइन गरिन्छ क्यान यु राइट इन द च्याट बक्स डिस्ट्रिब्युटिभ भनेको यो तपाईको यो पोजिसन हेर्नु न यहाँ पोजिसन हेर्ने हो यो पोजिसन हो डिस्ट्रिब्युटिभ मैले डिस्ट्रिब्युटिभ भने है नट डिस्ट्रिब्युटिभ एट्रिब्युटिभ र प्रेडिकेटिभ हो त मैले डिस्ट्रिब्युटिभ लेखेको छु सरी प्रेडिकेटिभ पिआरई डिआइसी टिआई प्रेडिकेटिभ पोजिसन एन्ड और एट्रिब्युटिभ पोजिसन प्रेडिकेटिभ आफ्टर यु नो बी भर्ब हैन पछाडी जान्छ ही इज ह्याप्पी ही इज गुड हैन ही इज गुड पनि भन्न सक्यो नि ही इज गुड बोय हैन ही इज गुड हैन ही इज गुड मात्र भन्न सक्यो ही इज गुड भनेबित्तिकै गुड इज व्हाट एट द व्हिच पोजिसन प्रेडिकेटिभ पोजिसन इट प्रेडिकेट्स अबाउट द सब्जेक्ट हैन सो ही इज गुड हैन ही इज स्मार्ट हैन handsome he is handsome and she is beautiful 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 yes they are talent हैन they are elegant talent they are talent अथवा they are happy so एउटा पोजिसन भनेको यो एडजेक्टिभ आउने रहेछ कहाँ लास्टमा आउँदै रहेछ आफ्टर व्हाट बी भर्ब को पछाडी आउँदै रहेछ दिस इज व्हाट प्रेडिकेटिभ पोजिसन दे प्रेडिक्ट अबाउट द नाउन अबाउट द व्हाट पर्सन इन द सब्जेक्ट पोजिसन भएकोलाई चाहिँ उसले प्रेडिक्ट गर्छ समथिङ देन अनदर वान इज व्हाट बिफोर द नाउन ही इज अ टल बोय हैन जस्तै मानौ simply we can say he is a tall boy you know he is a tall boy he is handsome boy you know hello example he is handsome and some he is what tall you know so यो एक्जाम्पलहरुबाट हेर्दाखेरि what we understand tall is what adjective before noun handsome is what adjective before object can be noun phrase you know then handsome is what this is after be verb tall is what after be verb so these are the different positions of adjectives यो position बाट हामीले भन्न सक्यो कि one is before noun another is what after be verb so these are the two locations or two places where they occur syntactic part we checked now adverb definition ke ho what is adverb describe verb adjective another verb yes describes adverb describes verb describes verb describes verb अनि अर्को हामीले के भन्यौ describes or modifies हैन describes verb and adjective also okay and adjective ल यसको एक्जाम्पल दिउँ त for example adjective भनेस जस्तै slowly हैन fast हैन these are what examples of what adverbs हैन modify हो तिनीहरु okay quickly that's fine he runs quickly quickly in this sentence quickly is what this is adverb how quickly this manner you know Then run is what? Run is what? This is verb. So he runs quickly. Quickly is used to modify or to tell something about the action run. Run को बारेमा हो हैन र एडजेक्टिभ को बारेमा लेखौं त एउटा एडजेक्टिभ को बारेमा she is very beautiful हो she is very beautiful भन्न मिल्छ so beautiful is what? This is adjective हैन and very is what? And this is what? Intensify हैन intensifies. This is instrumental place. Now this is what? Intensifier हैन यो भेरी ले चाहिँ यसले सो ब्युटिफुल को डिग्री लाई अलि अनि एड गर्छ भनौं न भ्यालु एड गर्छ सो इन दिस वे देन अब क्विकली ब्युटिफुल एडजेक्टिभ yes yes this is degree yes this is what intensifies this is the degree adverb हैन she is very beautiful here this very is what? Intensifier. Here intensifier is it indicates the degree to what extent हैन degree बताउँछ so in this way this is the from the definition perspective definition मा हामीले के भन्यौ adverb describes verb adjective in the sentence भन्यौ हैन like for example runs quickly and describes the verb here and she is very beautiful girl हैन she is very beautiful girl मानौ for example so yeah very is modifying showing the degree of beautiful adjective in this way now अर्को हाम्रो के छ functional use को perspective बाट हेरौं त functional criterion 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 or use functional or use कहाँ आउँछ adverb हरु adverb can occur OCC can occur कहाँ आउँछ what is the different positions adverbs can occur yes yeah adverb can occur in sentence initial position sentence middle position sentence what final position initial मा पनि आउन सक्छ middle मा आउन सक्छ final मा आउन सक्छ for example यी माथिको sentence मा हेरौं त so quickly this is what? Sentence initial okay final position हैन very this is what? Sentence middle position हैन for example adverb can occur in different what positions in a sentence in the sentences हैन they are what? Initial initial middle and what? Final यो पोजिसन आउन सक्छ हैन final for example उदाहरणको लागि चाहिँ just we can give example he is माथिकै हेरौं अथवा he runs quickly this is which position this quickly is what? Adverb and this is used to modify the meaning of verb and this is what? In a sentence final position sentence final position then she is very beautiful 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 girl she is very beautiful girl and in this sentence it is what? Sentence middle position middle position position so here very is what? Intensify and this indicates the degree adverb of degree हो यो हैन then initial position मा राख्नुस् त एउटा example initial position मा can you give one example can you give example perhaps yes okay others लेख्दै जाउँ त Finally is mhm. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Okay, yes, yes, okay. Sometimes I know, sometimes I visit zoo भन्दैन I visit zoo ल भइहाल्यो नि यहाँ. Sometimes is what this is what one adverb. This is what frequency. Frequency it talks about frequency, and it is what a sentence initial position. It's the why one. So this is about the use or location. यसरी हेर्न सकिन्छ पार्ट्स अफ स्पिच हो कि होइन भनेर चिन्नको लागि. So we have what the three different what test we use. Then next one is what यसको अर्को टेस्ट के हो syntactic formation for formation from the Frommer's point of view, or the syntactic formation or SYN TAC syntactic. Syntactic what हेर्दाखेरि SYN adjective कसरी बन्छ के अरे adverb. How do we know from the physical shape physical shape हेरेर पनि adjective हो यो भन्न पर्यो के कसरी भन्छ त भन्दाखेरि जस्तै if adjectives are like ER EST भन्ने बित्तिकै comparative superlative हुन्छ भने जस्तै adverb मा के हुन्छ त्यस्तो ly we add ly हैन. Yes, that's good. ly we add simply त्यसै भनिदिनुस् न add ly भनिदिनु हैन like briefly हैन then others finally permanently so these what were syntactic while forming adverb we use what we use the suffix ly यसलाई चाहिँ हामी एड गर्छौं हैन. For example, for example, for example, उदाहरणको लागि he are you ENS runs QUICK ly quickly. So यहाँ quick मा ly थप्यो हैन. So ly is here and this is what suffix we add then we make what this is adverb. So this is from the syntactic perspective. The syntactic perspective, functional perspective, then definitional perspective. So these are the three different criteria and three different tests. तपाईलाई चाहिँ क्वेशन यहाँनिर सोधिन नि सक्छ जस्तै कन्टेन्ट नलेज अथवा ओपिनियन सिकिङ टाइप अफ क्वेशन हैन जस्तै there are some words which are grouped as adverb English adverb which are grouped as English ADV adverbs adverbs. For example quickly yes LOW slowly and then fast every fastly very fast then regularly regularly छ सातवटा वर्डहरु दिएर regularly and then inside down okay then very okay very there are some words which are grouped as which are called group which are called as English adverbs. For example, quickly, slowly, fast, regularly, inside, down, very. How do okay? How do you justify, how do we justify the above, how do you justify these words are adverbs in English? How do you justify? Give your answer. Give your answer. यदि भन्यो यस्तो टाइपको एउटा पनि क्वेसन सोध्यो भने then we can this is one question. ठ्याक्कै यो क्वेसनको आन्सर हामीले त्यही तीनटा पर्सपेक्टिभबाट हेर्छौँ. Okay, so these there are some words which are called as English verbs. For example, quickly, slowly, fast, regularly, inside, down, very. How do you justify these words as adverbs in English? Give your answer with example. With example, one. With example. Give your answer with example. XAMP. Yes, your answer. What is the answer? Can you write in the chat box? So yeah, this kind of question, यस्तो प्याटर्नबाट आउन सक्छ हैन. एडभर्बहरु यी एडभर्ब हुन् तर how do you justify these are the adverbs? In adjective also these are the adjectives. How do you justify? These are the adjectives. Then these are the nouns. How do you justify these are the nouns? Education, democracy, noun पर्दैन. Why they are called noun? Education, democracy, love, beauty. In your कसरी चाहिँ noun हो भन्दाखेरि, so we have to focus these three criteria. यो तीनटा क्राइटेरियाबाट आन्सर दिने हो है. जस्तै एजुकेसन, ब्युटी हैन, then democracy, love, these are nouns. Then how do we justify? How do you prove? कसरी प्रुभ गरिन्छ? Then one is syntactic. Semantic भन्ने बित्तिकै नेम अफ प्लेस, पर्सन, थिङ एन्ड एनिमल इज नाउन भनेर डेफिनेसन दिन्छ. फर एक्जाम्पल भने त्यो पार्टबाट दिन्छ. डेमोक्रेसी, एजुकेसन त्यसले भेट्दैन. फंक्शनल पर्सपेक्टिभबाट जहाँ गइन्छ, फंक्शनल पर्सपेक्टिभले चाहिँ बल्ल नाउनलाई चाहिँ व्हाट के अरे एजुकेसन, डेमोक्रेसीलाई चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ कुरा गर्दिन्छ. यसले यो क्राइटेरियाले मिट गर्छ. सो नाउन अकर्स वेयर इन द सब्जेक्ट पोजिसन, नाउन अकर्स वेयर इन द अब्जेक्ट पोजिसन भन्ने बित्तिकै यहाँ चाहिँ मिट गरिहाल्छ हैन. फर एक्जाम्पल उदाहरण लागि अघि एउटा माथिको क्वेसन थियो नि, क्वेसन इज यो क्वेसनलाई हेरौँ न. ल, दिस इज one question. Let's discuss. ल भन्नुस् त. थोरै अलिकति ब्याकग्राउन्डले के हाल्नुहुन्छ. नाउन इज व्हाट? Noun is a naming word, naming word. It is one of the basics of English grammar, English, ENGLISH, English grammar, it is one of the basics of English grammar. Noun is naming word. It is one of the basics of English grammar. It is also one part of speech. Part of the speech को language को part हो. एउटा building block हो. एउटा part भनेकै building block one part of speech or BUILD building block of language or speech. Language अथवा speech चाहिँ भन्दै भयो हैन, speech. So हैन, फर एक्जाम्पल भनौँ. फर एक्जाम्पल एउटा दुईटा एक्जाम्पल दिउँ हैन. फर एक्जाम्पल नाउनको स्पेलिङ भन्नुहोस् त. टाइगर, नेम अफ वाट एनिमल. पोखरा, वाट दिस इज वाट नेम अफ प्लेस हैन. पेन, दिस इज नेम अफ थिङ, एटसेट्रा. यसो सजिलैबाट दिनुस् न एक्जामको दृष्टिकोणबाट टाइगर पोखरा पेन एटसेट्रा भन्ने हैन देन एज अफ क्वेसनमा जानुस् क्वेसनले के भनेछ ट्रेडिशनल डेफिनेसन अफ नाउन एज नेम अफ प्लेस पर्सन थिङ एन्ड एनिमल does not include democracy education information beauty within the scope of noun noun को scope भित्र आउँदैन यिनीहरु what criteria do you use to include these excluded nouns within the scope of noun justify भन्यो हैन age asked अथवा age given भनौं न age given in the question हैन age given in the question the traditional definition or conventional definition पहिलाको definition okay traditional definition of noun is a name of a place person thing an animal does not include some abstracts noun हैन abs TRS abstract words abstract words within the scope of noun हैन we can have some more criteria criteria we can have some more criteria to include abstract abstract words like democracy democracy within the scope of noun is given in the question the traditional definition mathematics सारेकै हो हैन is given in the question the traditional definition of noun is name of place person thing and animal does not include some abstract words within the scope of noun we can have some more criteria to include abstract words like democracy within the scope of noun these criteria criteria are discuss below भनेर जाउँ हैन सो के पहिला कुन आयो हाम्रो पहिला आयो सिन्ट्याक्टिक यसैले लाने हो सिन्ट्याक्टिक क्राइटेरियन or syntactic test syntactic test then functional or use perspective we talk now ye agadi samanya bhandinuस् according to our semantic name noun is what noun is name of place person thing and animal okay for example पोखरा अथवा काठमाडौँ हैन पोखरा is name of place it is one example of noun अनुस अब यहाँ लेख्नुस् but this definition does not include democracy democracy is noun I know now go to the what functional criterion में जाँदाखेरि according to according to this criterion so यो छ नि यो criterion भनेको criterion is what singular criteria is plural है ख्याल गर्न होला so criteria is plural and criterion is what singular एउटा भन्नु पर्यो भने criterion so if we are talking about many then it's criteria so according to this criterion you know noun can occur in what subject position हैन यो अब्जेक्टमा पनि आउन सक्छ होला हैन सब्जेक्ट पोजिसन फर एक्जाम्पल डेमोक्रेसी अथवा ल अफ एजुकेसन आउनु एजुकेसन इज थर्ड आई भन्नु ल थर्ड आई नाउ यो डेफिनेसनले बल्ल के ल्याइदियो भने सो दिस इज व्हाट एजुकेसन ब्युटी डेमोक्रेसी हैन दिज आर द वर्ड नाउन्स भन्ने चाहिँ यो डेफिनेसनले बल्ल दिन्छ यो डेफिनेसनले बल्ल इन्क्लुड गर्छ हैन सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस क्राइटेरियन noun can occur where noun can occur in subject position. For example, education is third eye, democracy is DEMOCRAC, democracy is good भनिदिनुस् हैन अथवा democracy brings हैन हाम्रो democracy brings changes भनिदिनुस् ल democracy brings change. So yes, any change. Okay. So democracy is where in the subject position. Beauty, education is where in the subject position. They are what noun. Because now noun occurs in the subject position in this way. You test the tinta test la chai you noun verb adverb adjective preposition articles then interjection conjunctions सबै यिनीहरुलाई चाहिँ यो तीनटा टेस्टबाट हेर्दै जाने यो तीनटा टेस्टबाट semantic means meaning definition traditional convention definition we have then functional means where they occur in different positions different locations they occur then on the basis of that also we can determine and syntactic means how they are formed कसरी बनेको छ यो तीनटा हेर्यो भने then you from these three perspectives we can say that these are what nouns these are what verbs they are what adjectives adverb हैन भन्न सकिन्छ हैन सो अब यो फंक्शनल अथवा युज को क्राइटेरियनबाट त हामीले भन्न सक्यौ नि सो एजुकेसन डेमोक्रेसी ल ब्युटी दिज आर द व्हाट nouns we can use in the subject position भनेर भन्न सक्यौ हैन ओके now syntactic मा चाहिँ कसरी हेर्न सकिन्छ noun कसरी भन्छ so according to this criterion 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 according to this criterion a noun is what noun can be formed कसरी भन्न सक्छ noun can be formed by adding noun can be made noun can be formed is कसरी भन्छ त noun कसरी भन्छ ल हेरौँ त example when we add yes or yes then they will what plural right? By adding some suffixes also if you suffix right? By suffixes right? Suffixes for example उदाहरणको लागि चाहिँ he अथवा they are boys भने हैन सो boys मा के भयो yes थपेपछि and then what happens this will be plural हुन्छ भन्ने देखायो हैन so in this way this kind of criteria we can use to justify यसरी हेरौं so यो क्वेशन को चाहिँ traditional definition of name of place person thing and animal does not include democracy education information beauty within the scope of now what criteria do you use to include this excluded noun within the scope of noun so we have this criteria then on the basis of this criteria we can confidently claim that they are the nouns भनेर भन्न सक्नुपर्छ र यहाँ एउटा डेफिनेसन पनि हामीले अलिकति broad बनाइदिनु पर्छ now in the modern world we can define noun as name of place we can modify place person thing यो छँदैछ हैन animal place person thing animal हैन idea यस्तो पनि थप्नु पर्यो के this idea हैन name of place person thing animal idea मोडिफाई गरिदिनु पर्यो देन त्यसपछि बल्ल के आउँछ भने देन डेमोक्रेसी एजुकेसन ब्युटी लभ दिज आर अल्सो वाट nouns within the scope of this definition. Idea भन्ने बित्तिकै त्यो आउने भयो हैन. In this we discuss noun it's fine, and then types of noun you see adjectives in this way तीनटै definition तीनटै criteria बाट हेरौं adverb तीनटै criteria बाट हेरौं verb पनि तीनटै criteria बाट हेरौं preposition हेरौं like this हैन. अब यहाँ adverb मा जाँदाखेरि one question यहाँबाट एउटा क्वेशन सोध्न सक्ला जस्तै मैले यहाँ क्वेशन माथि राखेको छ कि छैन adverb को what are the functions of noun in the sentence यो भइहाल्यो हैन functions what are the different functions this is in subject position this is object position object also this is what deeded object benefitive object use a different function मा आउनु भयो हैन. And then traditional definition we did यहाँ भइन्छ हैन रहन्छ र ल यसको एउटा क्वेशन बनाउन सकिन्छ एडभर्ब को किनभने यहाँ एडभर्ब बाट यहाँ धेरै उ छ टाइप्स छ के जस्तो म्यानर एडभर्ब्स डिग्री एडभर्ब्स हैन देन ड्युरेसन एडभर्ब्स देन इन फ्रिक्वेन्सी एडभर्ब्स टाइम एडभर्ब्स इन्स्ट्रुमेन्टल एडभर्ब्स प्लेस एडभर्ब्स हैन एडिटिभ एडभर्ब्स एक्ट रिलेटेड भने इन्स्टेन्स धेरै एडभर्बहरु छ यहाँ हैन. हो यो सबै एडभर्बहरुलाई छुने गरेर एउटा क्वेशन सोध्न सक्छ हैन. डिफाइन द वर्ड एडभर्ब define the word adverb adverb discuss its different types with suitable examples. हो यस्तो टाइपको चाहिँ क्वेशनहरु सोधिन सक्छ. यसको लागि पनि हामीले कन्टेन्ट नलेज र different types of adverbs these are adverbs हैन. And then we use these adverbs in English language like this भनेर हेर्नु पर्छ होला है. So you try. अब यहाँ adverb को definition त हामीलाई थाहा छँदै छ हैन. So adverb is what modifier हो यो. It modifies the nouns of meaning of verb adjectives and what adverbs yourself. Adverb को पनि के गर्छ यसले modify गर्छ. So they modify adjectives, they modify adverb itself, verb also and clause also. So this is the function of what adverb. So adverb is a major parts of adverb is a major word class in English grammar. You know, the meaning-based definition of adverb is a word that modifies verb, adjective, and another adverb. अथवा यहाँ meaning-based भनेर adverb is यसरी सुरु गर्दै पनि भयो यहीबाट हैन. Adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or what and another adverb. So question थियो एउटा question थियो adjectives र adverb चाहिँ modifier हो. Adjective also modifies its noun. Adverb also modifies. Then what are the similarities and what are the differences भनेर question थियो नि हैन. So यो question मा answer के हुने भयो? What are the similarities and differences? Question is sorry. What are the similarities and differences between what adjectives and adverbs? Adverbs what are discuss with suitable examples. Yeah. In this question we have to understand that both adverb and adjectives are both similarity both adverb and adjective are what sorry, ADJCTI, adjective are what? Modifiers. They modify. They modify. They have the modifying function. They modify. They talk about the noun, or they talk about the verb. They talk about the adjective. Like this. One is what? Both adverb and adjectives are modifier. They both are what? Both are major word class, major word class. और के हुन सक्छ ल लेखौं त? What are the similarities? Okay. यसरी हेर्यो भने देन यु ट्राई भित्र यसो यिनीहरुको चाहिँ क्वालिटीहरु हेर्ने, डेफिनेसनहरु हेर्ने, यिनीहरुको युजहरु हेर्ने, यिनीहरुको सिन्ट्याक्टिक पोइन्टबाट, फंक्सनल पोइन्टबाट, देन डेफिनेसनल पोइन्टबाट हेर्ने, सिमिलरिटिज र डिफरेन्सहरु टक्क निकाल्दिने हैन। अब यहाँ एडजेक्टिभ डिफरेन्सेस के डिफरेन्समा चाहिँ डिआइएफएफई आरइएनसी डिफरेन्समा चाहिँ के गर्नु? डिआइएफएफई आरइएनसी डिफरेन्सेसमा हामीले के गर्दिन सक्ने भयो? सिमिलरिटिज हैन। सिमिलरिटिजमा यसरी खोजौं, दे आर मोडिफायर्स हैन, दे आर मेजर पार्ट्स अफ स्पीच हैन, लाइक दिस। डिफरेन्सेसमा चाहिँ एउटा दुईटा डिफरेन्सेस म लेखिदिन्छु, देन यु ट्राई अदर्स। ल एडजेक्टिभ describes about noun हैन, noun को बारेमा गर्छ हैन, describe about noun हैन। where is where is adverb adverb describes about के को बारेमा त? verb हैन, देन verb को बारेमा गर्छ, adverb को बारेमा गर्छ हैन, देन what adjective को बारेमा गर्छ, ADJECTI adjective। okay, one adjective describes about noun, whereas adverb describes about verb, adverb and adjectives. One difference is this. Another difference, adjective कहाँ आउँछ? adjective can occur can occur where? Can occur in predicative and attributive positions हैन, positions भनेको so before this means adjective occurs occurs before noun and after be verb। बी कपुला भन्दा पनि BCOPU याले बी कपुला भन्छ, त्यसलाई बी verb भने पनि हुन्छ। बी कपुला or बी verb ग्रुपमा आउँछ हैन। adjectives adverbs are what? More flexible हैन। adverbs are more flexible in their flexible in their occurrence, or CCU are in their occurrence. They can occur what? Initial position. They can occur in a sentence, initial, middle and final position. यसरी चाहिँ कुरा गर्दै जानु पर्ला। ओके, यसो तिनीहरुको युज हेरौं, तिनीहरुको फर्मेसन हेरौं कसरी बन्छ हैन। एन्ड देन सिन्ट्याक्टिक पार्ट, डेफिनेसन पार्ट, यो सबैलाई हेरेर सिमिलरिटिज एन्ड डिफरेन्सेस आई होप यु एक्सट्र्याक्ट तपाईले निकाल्नुहुन्छ हैन। सो लाइक दिस वी डू। अब अगाडि बढौं हामी। सो देयर आर we are talking about एडभर्ब को बारेमा कुरा गरिरहेको छौं हामीले हैन। सरी, So adverb one major word class in English we understand. Adverb is word that modifies a verb, adjectives, another verb. That's fine. Adverb supplies the information about who you say, how, where, when, why, and to what extent action occurs. Adverb talks about how, कसरी slowly, fast, quick, quickly, where down, inside, upside, so location we discuss. When time, time we talk about time. Then why when the reason we talk. In this way, adverbs tries to give information about these. Adverbs have the function of modifiers like adjectives. Adjectives and what adverbs are modifiers. They modify adjectives, adverbs, verbs, clause in terms of their location or where they occur. Adverbs are more fluid and flexible. Fluid or flexible than other parts of species. Or banda flexible okay. Initial position also, middle position also, in the final ending position also they can occur. Then they can occur in yes, sentence initial position, middle middle one middle position, middle and final position. We understand, then so they can often be moved to various positions in a sentence without changing the meaning. Just like sometimes like अगाडि राख्दाखेरि पनि बीचमा राख्दाखेरि पनि पछाडि राख्दाखेरि पनि so can be used but meaning won't be changed. Meaning change हुँदैन. This kind of flexibility, this kind of use we can see in adverb. There are different types of adverbs according to the meaning they express. Some of them with examples are given. Manner adverbs. Manner कसरी भन्दा how भन्ने क्वेशनको आन्सर आउनु पर्यो. So manner adverb gives the answer of how question, like slowly, quickly, quietly, loudly, methodologically, principally. यो एलवाई थपेपछि यहाँ के हुन्छ manner adverb आयो. Manner adverbs are only ones with distinctive inflections. They usually take the एलवाई ending, you know this. And then degree मा चाहिँ intensifier को कुराहरु आउँछ जस्तै really, minutely, slightly, extremely, completely, very, so these are what degree adverbs. Then they are intensifiers. They add some degree or the importance, significance. Duration adverbs how long how long time, how long briefly, permanently, temporarily, like this. Frequency sometimes, always, never, occasionally, often, regularly, usually, constantly. How often does the action occur? How often? Sometimes, so this is adverb. Regularly, never, always, sometimes, occasionally. This is what frequency answer. Time adverb, so this is what already, earlier, later, now, then, subsequently. They are instrumental, like mathematically, mechanically. So it gives the answer of by what means was this done. कसरी गरियो त भन्दाखेरि this is what mechanically, mathematically, scientifically we did this. Place मा चाहिँ upside, down, outside, down, up, inside, here, there. These are what adverbs, place adverbs. And then adjective adverbs, we just add as soon as, even, to, also, and we add some more ideas. Then act related, like knowingly, unknowingly, voluntarily, deliberately, intentionally, this act related. Then connectives, we know connectives, additionally, alternatively, moreover, therefore, etc. Also connective adverbs. They are also linking adverbs or discourse connectors. So in this way, adverbs को बारेमा चाहिँ सर हेर्नु पर्ला हैन. Then here from the opinion seeking, from the content knowledge seeking perspective, question चाहिँ यो adverb चाहिँ define the word adverb, discuss its different types with examples. यस्तो question पनि आइदिन सक्ला हैन, किनकि in previous exams differentiate between quality word and action word यस्ता यस्ता पनि सोधिरहेछ हैन. So prepare from this point of view also. Now we discuss about major like noun, verb, adverb, adjective को बारेमा हेर्यौं. Prepositions, prepositions, articles, हैन. Then interjection, conjunctions. These are also some more, prepositions. One minor word class. यहाँ चाहिँ अब दिएको छन् व्याख्याहरू. सो यसलाई चाहिँ कसरी हेरौँ भने प्रिपोजिसन, देयर आर मेनी प्रिपोजिसन्स, हैन. एउटा पार्ट चाहिँ प्रिपोजिसन्स आर व्हाट? Preposition is what? What do we say? Relational word. Relational word हो यो. Relation देखाउँछ के प्रिपोजिसनले, हैन. Prepositions, relational word. Preposition occurs before noun phrase, हैन. Noun अथवा noun phrase, NP को अगाडि आउँछ, हैन, before NP. So they have the function of what? Showing or connecting अथवा linking, हैन, showing the relation of words. Relation of words. कसले खेलिरहेछ यो स्क्रिन? यसरी हेरौँ, हैन. And there are some more principles we discuss, अथवा you read also, हैन. Like location preposition, locative prepositions, हैन, source prepositions, goal prepositions, instrumental prepositions, agent prepositions, हैन. There are different types of preposition. यहाँ पनि टाइप हेरौँ. Agent preposition भन्ने बित्तिकै by Raju, by Syam, Harigita, हैन, we use in passive, हैन. Passive मा जान्छ यो. With instrumental, with knife, हैन, by knife we use like this also. These are also prepositions. And goal prepositions means onto, into, to, towards, inside, beyond, under, on. These are what? Goals. I run up to the post office, I'm moving towards the school. यो के भने goal का destination सम्म. And then source, this from, of, out, and of, these are source prepositions of source. Then location देखाउँदाखेरि at, on, in, against, around, before, behind, away, below, across, between, inside, off, over, under, opposite. These are the different locations. Location indicate गर्छ यिनीहरुले. Then they are grouped as location preposition, source preposition, goal prepositions, then instrumental preposition, agent prepositions. So in this we can categorize. र अब हामीले सिम्पली हेरौँ मेजर वर्ड क्लास एन्ड माइनर वर्ड क्लास इन इङ्ग्लिस. यो हेरेपछि यो धेरै अब छलफल मैले गरिराख्नु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्दैन. So you can also read here. यसलाई एकछिन म यहाँबाट आउट गर्छु. Okay, now distinguish between major words and minor words in English language. भनेर यस्तो किसिमको क्वेशन आयो भने with example, discuss with example भन्ला हैन. Discuss with examples भन्ला हैन. So English language has certain words as basic essentials. अथवा यसरी भन्न पनि सक्यो यसलाई चाहिँ English language has certain words भन्दा पनि यसरी सुरु गरौँ. Every language must have must have words. Word त हुनै पर्यो हैन. Sounds will be there, and sounds are combined to form words. Words are combined to form phrase, clause, and sentences, हैन. So this kind of hierarchy or hierarchical relationship we have in English language or in any language. So हामी word सँग सम्बन्धित छौं हैन. Word, major word class, minor word class. Word is there, then particular word कुनै word त्यो major word class होला, त्यो minor word class मा होला, but word is there हैन. So every language must have words. These words have different grammatical status, status status or value हैन. फरक हुन्छ. Some are some are major words, while others are what? While others are minor words. Minor words. And they are what? They are also known as basics of English grammar. English grammar. Our topic is basics English grammar. Every language must have words. Words are building blocks. Building BLOCK blocks. They have a key role in language learning and development. Language learning and development. These words have different grammatical status. Noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, and these are the different grammatical status. So some words are major words, while others are minor words. They are also known as basics of English grammar. They are also the area. They are also the areas of basics of English grammar. Now, English words can also be divided into major word and minor words. There might be several reasons to distinguish between these two groups of words, and these two groups of words. The major ones are given below. Differences. Major parts of his speech contribute the major parts of his speech. Major words. Major words or major parts of his speech contribute the main content message. Main content or main message. The major parts of his speech are those words which do not change the basic content of the sentence. So the major words or major parts of his speech contribute the main content or message, and the major parts of his speech are the words that are used to convey the text message. They communicate full meaning and message even in the absence of minor words. Minor words, in the contrast, signal very simple relational meaning, interactional part, then grammatical meaning, then minor parts of speech. So major words are major parts of speech. Major words are major parts of speech. Parts of speech are words that are used to convey a text message. And then, for example, this is they communicate full meaning and message. Then on the other hand, the minor words gives the meaning of what modifications, relation preposition then gives the meaning gives grammatical meaning. So major words are major parts of speech are words that are used to convey the main text message, bear main semantic part. Then minor words are what they provide grammatical meaning. So another difference they have is what major parts or major words. Major words or major parts of speech are open words whose membership in the in principle, indefinite or limit such as book can belong to noun and a verb in terms of what we use in the context. I have an interesting book. Yeah, now you what noun group ayo, so I have booked the ticket. Yay word like I have booked the ticket. Book is what? Now this is verb. So this kind of an openness in nature, major word class have. Then same word, the minor words or minor parts of his speech are closed in nature, whose membership in its principle is definite, fixed, and limited. For example, I like that book. Oh yeah, that is what either in the middle position or in the final position or in the initial position. जहाँ आए पनि एउटै स्ट्याटसमा त्यो भनेको के हो that is what determiner हैन डिटरमाइनरकोमै आउँछ यो I like that book अथवा यसलाई डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिभ प्रोनाउन पनि भन्छ हैन I like that book. In this sentence, the word that functions as determiner. Similarly, that book is interesting. In this sentence, also the word is what? Subject position has the meaning, same meaning. They meaning huncha. So, major word class, major words have open in their membership. कहिले noun हुन्छ त्यही कहिले त्यही verb हुन्छ हैन कहिले त्यही adjective हुन सक्छ. So this kind of openness we have in major word class. But in minor minor word class or minor parts of his speech, so they are closed. Wherever they occur, they are what they serve the same function. Like I like that book. That book is interesting. In this sentences, that is used in the middle. That is used in the initial position also. But position does not bring change in meaning. Positional meaning ma change ल्याएन अगाडि आयो भने डिटरमाइनर हो बीचमा आयो भने डिटरमाइनरै हो so this kind of what difference we see between major word class and minor word class. Major words or major parts of speech are content words which have a lexical meaning, whereas minor parts of speech are function words express grammatical or structural meaning which have grammatical relationships. This is another difference. Another difference. So content word, lexical word, main word, major word, then bring main content, main message, main meaning. Then minor words are what? They are grammatical word, structural word, then function word. They have limited they have limited membership. They are fixed. They are closed. So these are what some of the differences. Major parts of speech are also known by different names, such as major word la chai content word pani bhancha, open word pani bhancha, major word pani bhannu हैन. So minor la chai ke bhancha ni, so function word bhancha, structure word bhancha, grammatical words bhancha, closed word bhancha, minor word bhancha. So they are different names. In this way, major and what minor words we can differentiate by this examples and what points. यसरी चाहिँ हामीले यसलाई डिस्टिंग्विश गर्न सक्छौं हैन. So you also read यसो पढ्न पनि पर्छ. We understand it. Then verbs मा जाँदाखेरि one question. यहाँ question छ verb बाट. Define English verbs. What are the different language functions expressed by modals? Modals are what? Modals are modal auxiliary verbs. We have main verb and auxiliary verb. Under auxiliary verb also primary auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verbs we have. In modal auxiliary verbs also we have may, might, can, could, shall, should, will, would, must. These are what? These are the modals or modal auxiliary verbs. And these verbs can have different functions in sentence. Like I may go. Here may is what? This is a modal auxiliary verb. Can is what? Modal auxiliary verb. Must is what? Modal auxiliary verb. Then should is what? Modal auxiliary verb. Then will is what? Another verb. Modal auxiliary verb. Used to is another auxiliary verb. Would is what? Another modal auxiliary verb. These are yes. Now we use these verbs for different functions. Like in the first sentence, I may go hometown. Probability, I can swim. Ability, you must complete this project by tomorrow. Obligation, you should go. You should do hard work, toil work. This is suggestion. I'll go to the market tomorrow. Talking about future. I used to play volleyball. This talking about past. Use would better to go tuition. Recommendation or advice suggestion. May I go to the toilet? Permission. Would you mind opening this request? I would like to offer this present offering. So these are different functions we see when we use modals in English uh, sentences. हो यस्तो पार्टबाट पनि सोधिन सक्ला होइन मोडल्स आर वाट दिज आर द verbs भबै हो होइन एक्जुलेट verb हो then we can have primary auxiliary verb like be verb मा चाहिँ is am or was were five do verb मा do does did have have these are what 5 plus 6 कति भयो 5 6 11 and remaining I think 13 होइन 13 are what modals are there so यसरी सोध्न नै सक्ला verbs can be defined as action event or state होइन verbs can be defined as action verb action indicating event or state also English can be categorized into English verb English verbs can be categorized into two groups main verb and auxiliary verb main verb can be divided into different categories some of the examples of expressing different हो यहाँनिर थप्न सकिन्छ so main verbs can be categorized into different भनेर यहाँ चाहिँ थप्न सकिन्छ transitive verb intransitive verb कुराहरु हैन then main verb also in different forms हैन we say verb present verb past verb हैन present verb progressive हैन then continuous so different we can talk about main verb then our main concern in this question is about the modals some of the examples of expressing different social functions or language functions by modals can be presented whenever so in this way we can talk so यसरी चाहिँ हेरौँ हैन यो चाहिँ कन्टेन्ट नलेज पर्सपेक्टिभ हो थ्योरेटिकल अथवा ओपिनियन सिकिङ टाइप अफ क्वेशन के हो भन्दाखेरि यो हो भन्ने एउटा टाइप हो के सो ओपिनियन सिकिङ कन्टेन्ट नलेज यताबाट हेरौँ एउटा अर्को चाहिँ रुल पर्सपेक्टिभबाट हेर्नुपर्छ रुल चाहिँ अब वी हेभ long list of rules they are not free from the exceptional cases also there many exceptional cases are also there some practice चाहिँ केही practice गरौँ हैन then we prepare like this यसरी तयारी गरौँ यसरी गर्दा हुन्छ होला जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई यो आफैमा what is this is very broad area then अझै यसलाई भन्दाखेरि कसरी भनिन्छ grammar teaching is what dealing with grammar is always what ALWAS always confusing you always confusing okay dealing with grammar is always confusing so context should be used context determines the use of grammar okay context determines the use of grammar context मा हेर्न पर्छ context मा हेरेर यो हुन सक्छ भनेर हामीले त्यहाँ चाहिँ डिटरमाइन गर्नुपर्छ so okay in this way we do let's conclude today and remaining part अब रुलको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट हजुरहरु हेर्नु होला एउटा दुईटा स्याम्पल म दिन्छु हैन सो कुन चाहिँ तपाईलाई सजिलो हुन्छ त्यही फलो गर्नुस् इक्लेक्टिभमा सो दिस इज नट फिक्स्ड यही हुनुपर्छ भन्ने होइन इक्लेक्टिभमा चाहिँ सो विच वन इज व्हाट very simple easy you can do हैन like यसमा चाहिँ using what creating context or create गर्दिने हैन context con context हैन text or use गर्ने then creating context text हैन examples हैन example examples आवश्यक पर्ने rule को explanation तिर जाने हैन then then what happens we oral written practice तिर लाने यसमा चाहिँ फिक्स्ड यही भन्ने हुँदैन whatever the situation demand accordingly what we do so this is eclectic यो चाहिँ third method of grammar teaching these are methods यो पहिला सोध्न त सोधेछ क्वेशनहरु हेर्नुभयो भने previous years questions what are the methods of grammar teaching differentiate between deductive and inductive ways of grammar teaching यस्तो क्वेशनहरु सोधेछ सिम्पल छ यदि अलिकति कन्फ्युजन छ भने प्लिज शेयर वी डिस्कस अबाउट इट हैन गाह्रो भयो भने शेयर गर्नु होला ल देन वी डिस्कस कुनै एउटा ग्रामेटिकल जस्तै एउटा क्वेशन हेरौँ एउटा क्वेशन लियौँ है त लोअर सेकेन्डरी इंग्लिश curriculum curriculum focuses on communicative approach it claims that every grammatical item should be taught using communicative ways every grammatical item should be taught using communicative way select one grammar area and present अथवा prepare lesson plan पनि भन्ला हैन select one grammar area and present how do you teach that grammatical item inductively to the lower secondary secondary level students यस्तो टाइपको क्वेशन पनि सोधेको छ पहिला हैन माविले नै सोधेको छ माविको क्वेशन यसो हेर्नुभयो भने यो छ एउटा प्रिपोजिसन कसरी कम्युनिकेटिभली पढाउँछ भन्ने छ हैन नाउ लोअर सेकेन्डरी इंग्लिश करिकुलम फोकसेस on communicative approach it claims that every grammatical item should be taught using communicative ways select one grammar area or grammatical item भन्ला हैन grammatical item select one and present how do you teach that grammatical item inductively to the lower secondary level students भनेर यस्तो क्वेशन ओपन क्वेशन पनि आउन सक्छ अथवा यहाँ इन्डिकेटिभ पनि गर्दिन सक्छ यहाँ सिलेक्ट एनी वन ग्रामेटिकल भन्ने ठाउँमा प्रिपोजिसन भन्ला आर्टिकल भन्ला भोइस भन्ला टेन्स भन्ला रिपोर्टेड स्पीच भन्ला हैन सो क्यान स्पेसिफाई यस्तो ठाउँमा चाहिँ के कन्फ्युजन आउने भने सो इफ इट इज आस्क्ड इन्डक्टिभली इफ इट इज आस्क्ड कम्युनिकेटिभली हैन COMMUNICATIVELY कम्युनिकेटिभली भन्यो भने पनि त्यही इन्डक्टिभ हो र तपाईको इन्डक्टिभ भन्यो भने नि त्यही कम्युनिकेटिभमै जान्छ सो कम्युनिकेटिभ हामी त इन्डक्टिभ भनेको कुरा गरेर कम्युनिकेटिभ आयो त हाउ इज इट इज कम्युनिकेटिभ भनेर सो डोन्ट वरी when you use examples situations context then there will be what communication interaction bhayalcha then this is what communicative way of teaching grammar so in this way also but these questions will be from what are the methods of grammar method tinta lekhne what are the methods or what are the ways what are the means of grammar teaching bhanyo ne yahi tinta le chunyo hai which curriculum should we read old new curriculum 6-7 ko new curriculum we have to consult yes So grammar activities, what one was what kind of activities we use grammar? So methods are this deductive and inductive eclectic methods. Your method with activity. So के गर्दा grammar practice हुन्छ जस्तै सो हेरौँ न अहिलेसम्म पढाएको अथवा how can we teach grammar we can use pictures activity हेर्यो भने ACTIVITS activities हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ using pictures can be can be one activity because we have to make it communicative also pictures we can do, then cards we can use cards or use गर्ने structure card or use गर्ने STRUCT structure cards use of structure card or use of structure cards or we can use अलिकति communicative होस् using pictures, use of structure cards then creating situations, creating creating situations we can use so these things हामी भोलि पनि छलफल गरौँला. You also read, then let's conclude today. आजलाई एन्ड गरौँ है त. Yes, thank you.